Okay, so this is day 2 of the Cambridge Diet on a Soul Source program, and yesterday went well. I stuck to it, no problem. Stay focused on what I'm trying to achieve. I got through the evening by keeping busy because that's one of my key times to wanting to indulge in food. So I sort of armed myself in advance. I knew it'd be difficult and got some activities on the go so that I didn't get diverted into the biscuit tin or anything. Um, Sleeping last night was a little bit difficult because obviously you're somewhat hungry, even though you go to loads of water. And of course, you spend an awful lot of time on the loo. Today, I woke up feeling pretty good that I've stuck to day 1. I know that I've got to get through today and probably tomorrow, then it's going to get a whole load easier because you get into the old ketosis thing, don't feel quite so hungry. Um, Strategies for day, a bit of a stressed out morning to be honest, and all I tell myself when life gets a bit tough is that whatever I'm feeling isn't going to be solved by breaking my diet and heading for food. It's an emotional response to a situation in the past. Somewhere along the line I've learned that when I get a bit stressed or bored or depressed or tired or angry or don't know what to do with myself or want to procrastinate, that eating food is not going to make any of those underlying reasons go away. It's about tackling the brain. If you can take control of your mind, you can take control of your body. And somewhere along the lines and distant past, I'd sort of let go of my mind and therefore let go of my body, of which there is the evidence right in front of you. I also wrote down yesterday all the things that being overweight has taken from me, and the number one on the top of the list has got to be happiness. Don't feel happy at this weight because it affects everything else. The way in which people talk to me when I'm overweight compared to when I was slim are quite is quite a stark contrast, to be honest with you. When you're overweight, people talk to you like you're a bit thick or a bit lazy or a bit stupid compared to when I was slim. That's just the society that we live in. We live in a fattest society where even from a young age, Disney characters are slim and beautiful, but all the baddies are fat and ugly. Social conditioning, yes, but I ain't going to change that in a hurry. It's just the way it's made me feel in the past or the way I've responded in the past. It affects my being overweight affects my confidence and feelings of self-worth. It's affected family outings or whether I've not gone to celebrate people's birthdays because I haven't had anything to wear or don't want to be seen by people. It's definitely affected intimacy. It's affected photographs I've had taken of me and my positioning within them. It's made me put my life on hold of when I've lost weight. I was talking about that one in my first blog. Even holidays. Oh, I won't go on holiday till I've lost weight. So I end up working all the time and never taking a break from work. And then because I'm tired, I end up overeating. And so the perpetual cycle continues. Shopping trips and buying clothes has been a massive source of misery because in my head sometimes I still think I'm slimmer than I actually am. And one of the things that I think is important to address with these kinds of rapid weight loss programs is getting used to the new you as a sort of a change. In the same way that I haven't realised quite how fat I've allowed myself to get, it also takes a while to get used to the new slim person as well. Self-esteem. I've also relationships have definitely been affected by being overweight, and there's a lack of respect for myself, and because I don't respect myself I don't get it from other people. I think the other thing about this as well, the reason I've made this a public thing is one, to make me stick to it, because I had an ex-partner that used to say I was one of life's big failures, a monstrosity, a poor excuse of a human being. So from a self-belief and confidence point of view, in my head I want to prove to myself that I'm not those things. And although I've changed in my mental attitude over the past year or so, I need to change my physical appearance to really drive it home that I'm not this person that I was led to believe that I was. And I want to help other people as well, which is why I'm doing this blog in the first place. So being overweight, I mean, even down to where I sit down and, you know, the feeling physically uncomfortable in cinema seats or aeroplane seats or buses, and the way that you're treated. I don't want people to sort of make a mockery of me anymore. Oh, she's on another weight loss campaign again, but she always fails. We've got to put up with it all while she goes through it. I don't want to put not that I'm with those people anymore that I was with in the past when I was doing those dieting things, but I'm mindful that they're probably sick to death of hearing another diet episode. So this time it's like, get on with it already. So being overweight took all those things from me, and all those things it took away, I stand to gain the opposite of. I think it's also important to look at what I use food for, like boredom, depression, stress, because it's there, something to do, for social reasons, because it's a habit, because the clock says it's time to eat. Probably everything but hunger. And one of the things about the Cambridge diet is because you can't have normal food, it forces you to look at the reasons of how you use food as an emotional crutch, or what psychological reasons it's being used for, and then you have to address them. So my challenge today, whereas yesterday is all the things that being overweight is taken from me, the challenge today is going to be, what am I using it for? And then comes the cost benefit analysis. With any kind of bad habit, there's a short term cost, a long term cost, a short term gain, and a long term gain. So I could go and stuff my face with a great big fat Bakewell tart right now. The short term gain is going to be, wow, that feels better. I've got food in my stomach. That was really nice. The basically long term cost is a broken diet, and it starts this perpetual cycle of having to start all over again. So day 2 is what I'm going to do. I think look at why I use food and the short and long term costs of breaking the diet, and is it worth it? Is it worth the chink in the armour and having to start all over again? On that note, I'm just going to get on with it, so have a good day. Bye.